Have you ever felt a chill down your spine? A sense of displacement so profound that it leaves you questioning your place in the world? It's an unnerving sensation, like being an actor who has forgotten their lines, standing on a stage that no longer feels familiar. We look around at our world, at the faces we pass on the street, and wonder, are we truly alone, or are we sharing our existence with something else? Something that wears our faces, speaks our language, but harbors intentions we cannot begin to fathom. They look like us, move like us, but there's a dissonance in their eyes, a cold, calculating glint that betrays their true nature. They are the skin wearers, creatures not of this world, who walk among us, observing, learning, and slowly, insidiously taking over. We find them in our workplaces, our grocery stores, our schools, mimicking our behaviors, blending into the fabric of our society. They are masters of disguise, these skin wearers, and their infiltration is so subtle, so gradual that we barely noticed it happening. Until now, the signs are everywhere, once you know what to look for. The expensive cars that most can't afford, the sprawling mansions built on land that was once forest, the luxury yachts bobbing in harbors while working families struggled to keep food on the table. These are not the trappings of human greed, my friends, but the spoils of a silent invasion. An invasion orchestrated not with weapons and warships, but with something far more insidious: adaptation. They are meticulous in their deception, these skin wearers. They have studied us, dissected our behavior, learned to mimic our laughter and our tears. But there's something off about their performance, something hollow in their eyes. It's like watching a puppet show, where the movements are fluid, but the strings are always visible, a constant reminder that something is not quite right. They make mistakes, of course. A flicker of confusion crosses their faces at a joke they don't understand, a social cue missed, a moment of awkward silence that stretches just a beat too long. These are the cracks in their carefully constructed facades, glimpses into the alien consciousness that lies beneath. We notice these discrepancies, feel them in our gut, but we brush them aside, dismiss them as quirks, anomalies. But deep down, a primal fear takes root, a fear that whispers of a truth we are not yet ready to face. The truth that we are no longer in control, that our world is being reshaped around us, not for our benefit, but for theirs. They are everywhere and nowhere, these skin wearers, a constant presence lurking just beyond the periphery of our vision. The evidence is all around us, if we dare to look. Our food, our water, even the very air we breathe, are being subtly altered, modified to suit their alien biology. The rise in allergies, the strange new illnesses plaguing our population, these are not mere coincidences. They are the byproducts of a silent transformation, a terraforming of our planet to meet the needs of a new and unwelcome species. Then there are the whispers, the rumors of a vaccine, a cure-all for the modern world's ills. But what if it is not a cure at all? What if it is a Trojan horse, a way to weaken us, to cull our numbers, to make room for them? It sounds like the plot of a bad science fiction movie, I know. But in a world where the impossible has become our daily reality, can we afford to ignore the possibility, however far-fetched it may seem? They are patient, these skin wearers, content to play the long game. They know that time is on their side. They watch us scramble for scraps, fighting amongst ourselves for the resources they have deemed expendable. And all the while, they grow stronger, their grip on our world tightening with each passing day. Section 4. Whispers of conspiracy, echoes of doubt. Some dismiss these fears as paranoia, the ramblings of conspiracy theorists. But what if they are wrong? What if the line between madness and reality is far more permeable than we care to admit? We are told to trust the authorities, to believe in the systems that govern our lives. But what if those systems have already been compromised, infiltrated by an enemy we can barely comprehend? The internet is awash with stories, with grainy photos and shaky videos purporting to expose the truth. Most are easily dismissed as hoaxes, the products of overactive imaginations. But some linger in the mind, planting seeds of doubt that are difficult to ignore. A fleeting glimpse of something inhuman lurking beneath a human mask. A voice on the phone that sounds strangely artificial, like a computer program trying to mimic human speech. We laugh these stories off. Tell ourselves it's all in our heads. but the laughter rings hollow, tinged with a fear we cannot quite shake. Because deep down, we know that something is not right. The world feels off-kilter, like a painting hanging askew on a wall.